it's like you need
I
these
can't
next
believe
4
it.
years. If not, I don't. He's like, I don't know how well the country's going to do after these 4 years.
Donald Trump is officially on the CP website, boys.
Look, we're going to have 20 million people in by the time this election takes place. 20 million people. That's bigger than New York State. Many of those people are people that you should not have, and we're all for everything. You know,
What the f is going on at this?
Equal, as the expression.
Oh my God. Okay,
Now
this
today
is
they say all men and
right off
women
the
are
jump.
created equal.
Right
Yeah,
off
wrote
the
that
jump.
in
This is,
slightly-
I'm going to be honest with you, this is weirder than I thought it was going to be. Why are there so many people sitting behind him? Why is he live streaming from Mar-a-Lago?
But the fact is, when you're dumping all of these criminals and all of these
Also, with even
drug
all the bots,
dealers,
Kick is at 400K
all
for
of these
Adin for a
people
Trump
into our
rally.
country,
That's
they're really
crazy.
hurting our country badly, and it has to be. We have to take very strong measures.
We definitely do. We definitely do. Moving to the next. Oh,
I got prior.
I didn't know they were allowed to applaud. That's
yeah, they're allowed to applaud. You guys can keep
all
applauding.
right. That's
What a
common
world.
sense, right? You know, it is about common
What a
sense.
world
I
we
mentioned
live
that
in.
term because whether you're conservative, liberal, it's all about common sense.
It is.
You want to have good education.
It's weird, bro.
You want to
It's
have
the
borders,
world
you
is
wanna have
weird.
Low interest rates, be able to buy a house. You want to, so many different things.
What
But
the
you
f does Adin Ross know about low interest rates, bro? He's a multi-millionaire selling gambling to kids. Like,
Just a little thing. When I started campaigning almost like 8 years ago, I talked about Merry Christmas. We should have Merry Christmas again. Let's bring back Merry Christmas. You weren't allowed to say Merry Christmas. I got it back.
that's awesome to the granny with
crowd,
the
huh?
oxygen
Even
tank
if
is right
you're
behind him.
Jewish, they like to say Merry Christmas. Every one of my Jewish friends say, we love Merry Christmas.
I'm Jewish. I love Merry
Good.
Christmas.
And
too.
Kamala doesn't, though. Kamala,
She doesn't like
no,
it?
She doesn't want you to use Merry Christmas.
Wow.
She thinks it's insulting to use Merry Christmas. So we'll have to work on her.
I wanted to ask you a question. Speaking of, you said something about common sense. Someone who has no common sense, Joe Biden. Do you think he was pushed out, or do you think he made the decision to step down?
No, he was not only pushed out, it was a coup.
I think in many ways this interview is perfect for Donald Trump and his base because they you have to have this level of stupidity.
If I was
Okay,
brilliant,
like
if he was
in many
horrible.
ways,
Maybe it
we
was a
might think like,
combination.
oh, how crazy, how crazy,
I
but
know
like
one thing,
honestly,
they
this
were
is
saying
perfect for his base. Like low key, this is
was
like
one of the greatest
him saying like there's a war on Christmas and shit. Like I genuinely think that like whoever is still voting for Donald Trump at this point, unironically thinks that that is a real thing, and also like if you want to pick up new people, like new young voters, like they have to be this stupid. You know what I mean? Like they have to be like genuine, legitimate Adin Ross watchers that they would be like, this is my kind of narrative. Like this is,
smarter than her. And I think he's a really not smart person. But I think he's smarter than she is. But she was convenient. She was there. They have better people. I mean, they have much better. In fact, all of the people that she's looking at are considered much better than her. These were people that were thinking about running. They would have run, except that they didn't want to go through this roadblock with her. And because you're the vice president.
Yeah, we're going to
so
talk
they
about
wanted to go pick them. And
why
I
hide
think
his
virtually
viewers.
every one of them is
I'm
considered
full screened.
better,
Why would I hide his
smarter.
viewers? First of all, he's got like 400,000 viewers. I said it earlier, but like it's mostly bots on Kick anyway, which is shocking. I'm shocked that they didn't bot it up to like 1 million. So that's number one. Number two, number two is not even my like thing. Take it up with Kick. Like you think I'm actively hiding? You think I have the capacity to like actively hide someone's view count, dumbass?
And he's got a lot of them. All I know is my
Lamau,
kids say,
yo,
"Dad, you have
pathetic,
no
so it's
idea
now
how big
bots."
This interview is. I said, don't tell me.
You're
that.
so jealous.
But,
Pick this message to
make the
hate
move
watch
now.
more
Don't wait 50
LMFAO.
years.
No,
Our
I'm
country doesn't
I'm
have
not
50
even
years.
remotely kidding when I say, of course I'm jealous. I would love to interview Donald Trump. What do you mean? That would be great. But having said that, as a political commentator, I'm going to do my job on top of that, which is talk about how idiotic this is for Donald Trump to do.
Yeah.
I want to know your thoughts on that. It's crazy to me to think that there could be twerking at a rally.
Well, what Hillary did is she would go out and get Bruce Springsteen. He'd get much smaller crowds than I got, to be honest. And he had a guitar, right? I don't have a guitar. But he would fill up a place, and then he'd finish, and they'd all leave. And
I need to know the exact details
So
of how this
now,
came to be, though.
Kamala's
Like, I
doing the
need to
same, because
know.
nobody
That
wants to
is
go watch
a new story in and of itself, in
she
my
speaks for,
opinion.
like, nobody's going to want to watch her, and nobody does want to watch. Now, at least there's a little bit of curiosity, but there's no value really in going and watching her. So what she did is she's gotten a couple of
Oh, I'm a
rappers,
blast
and
off
they
right now, by the way.
fill up the place.
I forgot.
But what she does is a little bit different. She has them go last. That's smart. I give. So in other words, they want her to finish her speech, get the hell off the stage, and then they can listen to the rap.
Performance starts.
No, it's pretty.
It's kind of smart.
Hillary didn't. No, I give her credit.
Yeah, give it to her a little bit.
Hillary never figured that out. She'd get some star, and the star would fill up the place, and then the star would leave, they would leave, everybody would leave, and she's talking to an empty stadium. Anyway, this is a little better idea.
I wanna move on to the fun stuff now. I think we've definitely talked on some ideas and policies, excuse me. But I want to move on to the fun stuff because you are a fun guy. I've heard a lot from a lot of people how cool you are, especially Dana. Shout out to Dana. I know you're watching.
Dana.
Yeah, he's the
There's
greatest.
nobody like him. I always say everybody can be replaced except Dana. Because this guy travels the world looking for fighters, okay? Get me fighters. He doesn't care where they from countries nobody ever heard of. And that's where he finds the best fighters. Now,
Yeah.
he cannot be replaced. He's truly great at what he does.
He's the coolest. I know you're a UFC fan, right?
I am.
Who are like your favorite fighters?
Well, I think Khabib, how good is Khabib? Do you know who Khabib is?
Of course I know who Khabib is.
Khabib was 29, 28 and 0. And then his father died, and he stopped.
Why is this right here normal, bro? It's because he didn't get
Don't think he
shot.
ever
It was
lost a
fake.
fight.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, because it grazed him.
And I thought he was a great. I got to meet him at a fight 2 fights ago, because I walk in with Dana. Sometimes I do this walk in, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's where I first met you.
Yeah, that's right. Come to that.
Yeah.
If I didn't get any applause, you wouldn't want me on this show. You'd say, forget it. No, we get big applause. We walk in together.
It's crazy. You shut it down.
I met Khabib though, and he was very, you're the man that can stop the war, because he's talking about the war with Ukraine, Russia.
Of course.
Because he knows they're his people. I mean, on both sides, right? There's so many people dying in that war, and the whole culture is being destroyed. The cities are coming down. They're just pouring bombs in. And he really, it was amazing. We weren't talking about fighting. We were talking about a different kind of fighting, a much worse kind of fighting. And he was very concerned about that whole thing, that war. He said, you can get it stopped, and I can get it stopped. I will have that stopped before I assume off. I will, if I win the election, the first thing I'm going to do, Putin and get Zelensky, I know them both very well, and get them to make a deal, because it's crazy.
It is.
It's
Does
crazy.
anyone
is,
have do we have a blast off meme, chat? Do we have a blast off meme?
It's like your rallies in the crowd, huh?
Can you
know,
show
I like
Aiden's
this
chat
crowd.
too?
I think it's
I don't want to show unfiltered cancer, dude. Are you kidding me? I don't want to get cancer directly from my computer screen and give 30,000 of you cancer as well.
It's people that just they don't want to see crime.
Right.
They don't want to be mugged, because they're selfish in that respect. They prefer not being.
Also, I'm not doing
But
anything
they
to
don't
the
want
audio.
other people to be mugged,
His-
beaten up, shot.
His audio is
killed. In
ass because Trump is not
Chicago,
speaking to the
On
mic.
July 4th weekend, they had 117 people shot. Think of this. You live there. 117 people were shot. 17 died. This is in one weekend, July 4th weekend.
Wow.
I mean, nobody wants that. If you're living in Chicago, you have a good chance of, something bad happening. When you're going to go buy a loaf of bread,
Here's the blast
something
off
really bad
meme.
could happen. So we don't want to, and they don't want that. The people behind me, who I just met.
Let the people
briefly,
know that we're live and we're alive.
They're great, but they're like
I'm-
other people. People don't
What
want
is going
crime.
on with this
They don't wanna
freaking
go to
Windows?
wars. They want to be able to make money. They want to be able to have a good life. They want a great education.
annoying.
All the things that you want.
He
Just
needs to
the
tell Trump to
basic
speak into
things.
the microphone.
And we don't have that now.
It's really sad, honestly. And I
Well,
know.
think of this: Israel. You're Jewish. Are you a fan of Israel?
Yeah.
It would have never
Boo.
happened. October 7th would have never happened if I was president. And everybody admits it. Iran was broke. They had no money. I wouldn't let anybody
Bro,
buy
he
oil
didn't
from
know
Iran.
shit about
Soon
Israel,
as
dog.
Biden
Get the
came-
f
he
out of
didn't have
here.
He didn't have a clue. He let everything happen. But Iran was totally broke. They had no money. And I wouldn't let them nobody. China, I said, you buy oil from Iran and you can't do business in the United States. They said, we'll pass. But I did that with everybody. And we would have had a deal, 100% we would have had a deal, and there would have been no attack. There was
I'm
no
not gonna
money
lie.
left. Iran had no money.
Kamala Harris has to go on Kai Cenat's stream now. Like, that's just, it has to happen. Or at least mine, if not Kai Cenat's. You know what I mean? Democrats, figure it out.
Cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. So what happens is
Just
We
saying.
worked very hard.
What are we
on
doing
that,
here?
and then
What are
he
we
comes
doing?
in
You don't want
and
to. You don't want to
allows
lose out to
everybody
this.
China now is buying millions, billions, and billions of dollars worth of oil, and Iran now is a very rich country. And October 7th would have never happened, and it wouldn't happen because
Everyone is
didn't
texting me
have
the
the
same
money to
shit.
pay Hamas and Hezbollah and all of these. They call them instruments of terror, a lot of different names. And so October 7th would have never happened. The recent attack on the park would have never happened. That was so graphic and so, normally you don't see that. Normally the media cuts it off, but they didn't have time to cut it off because it was during the day, very public. And you'd see.
I'm not sure this really matters because Aiden's audience is not old enough to vote. Aiden's audience is not old enough to vote, and a lot of people are also bots in the chat. Bots can't vote.
And we'll get it stopped fast,
unless they're the Democratic Party. Am I right? Because we got illegal voters. But having said that,
Well,
two
everyone that's
goats
watching,
cry more chat.
Just know that your vote really does matter, and you guys really have a big decision coming up in November. You guys gotta really
Aiden
go
Ross
out
trying to
there
be
and vote
serious
for
is
the
so
right
funny.
person, which is him.
Wow, that's come in.
A little alley-oop there.
Wow.
It's funny.
I'm voting for Kamala
popular
W.
because I've been on for years with people that really do like me, and they're even fair to me and everything else. But they wouldn't do what you just. They wouldn't say.
I like
Vote for him.
the idea of
They
someone in
do.
Aiden
They're
Ross's
short of
chat
that.
who's like
They wouldn't do it.
who's like a
And they do.
15-year-old
And they vote
being
for
like
me,
drill
but they
baby
wouldn't say
drill.
I think it's great that you can say something like that. I think it's ethical, it's fair, it's smart. And if you felt that way about somebody else, that's okay too. But you have journalists today, like that one that intercepted me literally.
Oh my God, Kamala HQ posting
like a
about
booby trap.
Aiden Ross and Donald Trump.
Saying we got to start. I mean, she didn't.
Do you think it's all bots? I would say a little.
Very much
No, I don't think it's all bots at
It's
all.
like the worst. And frankly, if I
No,
owned
I
that
think there's
network,
a
I would
lot of
fire
real
her
people
so
watching this.
fast.
Come
It
on,
was
bro,
so
it's Donald Trump
inappropriate.
with Aiden
And I
Ross. Like I'm
actually-
sure.
Once you sort of walk out, then you put the guard up, and you actually give less information than what you would have if they did it with sugar, right? But she doesn't know about sugar, that one. That was sort of terrible. It became
400K
viral.
viewers. I'm surprised they
Number
didn't
one
bot more.
viral.
You know
Yeah.
damn well the view count is
And it was
glitch. Such a
questionable.
disingenuous rat. Keep malding, cry, bro. Why aren't you watching over there?
They considered to be. I can't brag. But
Why
they
are
considered
Aiden
to be
Ross
very
fans busy in here being like, cry more, loser? Like, this is content for me. I don't think you understand. I love this shit.
that from her?
This is awesome. This is a gift for me.
ABC, I've said for a long time, ABC is one. You have George
Y'all are so
Stephanopoulos.
stupid. Go
He's a
watch it over
nasty
there.
guy,
They probably
you
have
sit
it open
there-
on
and
like
yet
multiple
to
laptops
Biden, He
anyway.
interviews Biden. I said, "There's no way that Biden can handle this guy if the guy is like normal, like he normally
I'm
is."
18 and watching Aiden
He's so
voting
nice to
Trump.
Biden. He asked him this, and then when Biden couldn't answer, which he can't answer most of the questions because he has no clue where he is. Slopadopoulos is giving him the answers. He's giving the question. And isn't it true that you really don't want to see war? Isn't that true? Yeah. No, the whole thing is crazy.
Yeah,
I
Aiden
wanna
Ross has no idea who
real quick talk
George
about one thing. It's
Stephanopoulos
super
is,
important
let
to me.
alone George Slopadopoulos. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you saw what Elon had posted. Elon basically showed if you were to Google Donald Trump about a week ago, all you see is Kamala. That's all you see is Kamala. It's crazy. Google was really trying to push her.
So Google is really crooked. It's horrible when they had the word assassination up because there was a big moment a few weeks ago where I got whacked. I got whacked, and whether it's me or anybody else, it was a terrible thing. Terrible thing for our country. It was terrible for everything. And when you put up the word assassination, it went to Lincoln. It went to many other people, many of whom I didn't even know there was an attempt.
Bro got assassinated so long ago, I forgot about it, dude.
Trump. Think of it. And
It's
when
been
you put
so
up the
long.
word
It's only been like
assassination,
3
it also
weeks,
said
but
you
it feels
took
like a
Kamala.
lifetime ago.
And people were really angry at it. Look,
Like I
something
completely
wrong with
forgot
Google.
that
I don't know
happened.
if it's the people running it inside or the smaller people, so to speak.
That
the
was
people
quite
that are actually
literally
doing
like
the nuts and
11
bolts.
news
I
cycles
doubt it.
ago.
It's got to
Which
come
is
from the
crazy.
top. And it's so illegitimate. They have to do something about it. And I mean, the market speaks. Everybody should maybe just go off Google, not use it. There are so many other things. Watch your show instead. But there are so many things. No, Mark Zuckerberg called me, And he apologized.
I
They
told
actually
you.
had it
I
where,
told you they're dick riding.
AI is dangerous.
I told you the Silicon Valley freaks are all dick riding him now.
They're very brave.
I
because when was
told
being
you.
shot at,
I
8
told you,
shots.
bro. I told
And
you.
as
They
soon as
all
heard
are
that, I
up
think
his
I did a good
ass.
job
They
'cause
love
heard
him
when it
now.
went down. You know, when you hear bullets, you tend to drop to the floor if you're intelligent.
Of course.
If you're not intelligent, like I don't think Joe would have dropped to the floor. I think it's
No, I think you would have just been
Where
like,
the
what's
fuck's
going
my
on?
Trump hat, bro?
Hey, what's
Hold
that?
up,
What
is
hold
that?
up.
where are those bullets?
a bird?
Oh, there they are. There
Yeah.
they are. No, I don't think he would have dropped to the floor.
Right.
But anyway, it's when you hear this and when you see what's going on, and he called up, and there's a
Let's
very
go.
iconic picture that was taken. But there's a number of them actually. But there's one in particular that was.
Do you
very
believe him when he
iconic.
called
It was
when he
on the
said
covers
Zuck
with
called to
the fists
apologize?
up.
Yes, I believe him 100%. Mark Zuckerberg went on TV to talk about how sick he thought Trump was after the
Washington, let me
assassination.
tell you, these people were brave because those bullets were coming at me, and I heard them. They were whizzing over my head. I had the one here, and I went down, and they were whizzing over, and I had 7 people, maybe a lot of people, a lot of very big people on top of me within seconds,
Right.
and a lot of people that I know would not have. They would not have done that.
Bro,
Hayden, I'm telling
whose
you,
grandmother is
when
this?
bullets are
Who
coming
are
right
these
over you,
people?
and you got people
Someone needs to
willing
explain to me what the is going on behind them, because
They
that's
expected
crazy.
To die. They actually expected to die, and I understood that.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened that was amazing is within 5 seconds, the sniper, the Secret Service sniper, from a much further distance, 1 bullet, and didn't know about it. Now it was a communication problem, a big one, and had it taken place, 10 seconds earlier, would have been good. But there was a communications problem. But he supposedly, I don't think he knew. I mean, I've gone through it too.
The front
I don't
right are
think the
Aiden's
sniper
parents? These
knew
are Aiden's
anything about
parents?
it. He may have heard there could be a problem, but he didn't know anything about it. Think of it.
What about the grandma
Thing
back
like
here?
that happens. He went by the gun and the fire of the
Aiden reading off the
this
script
one.
is so blatantly,
like
is
you
so
see
funny,
fire.
man. I mean, yeah.
And he
what
was
el-
able to see that
Bro,
from probably more than 300.
I'm actually kind of proud of Aiden that he like figured out how to read, and he's not doing like the asymptomatic ultra natalist shit that he used to do. Like this motherfucker a year ago was calling. This motherfucker a year ago was saying like fascist, like he didn't know what a fascist was,
He got hit.
and now he's able to read.
seconds.
So that's
It's a
good.
pretty amazing job when you think it's sort of
Pupilistic
surreal
duples.
experience,
Yeah.
right? And you could say that for that. And they go years and they don't have to do that. They don't have to shoot people. And then all of a sudden they're confronted and they see somebody firing. And a lot of people wouldn't react.
It's
like
called
that.
growth. As you know,
call in,
socialist
find-
leadership genuinely improves literacy rates. That's what happened under the socialist regime of Brandon. The General Secretary Brandon improved literacy rates in the state of Florida.
Brave. And that sniper was very talented.
He brought
to hit the
education.
target.
He brought
Hit a
education to
target
the
like
rural,
that from
rural
so far away.
farmlands of Florida.
Mr. President, I do want to say, first of all, you took a bullet for everyone in this room, everyone watching, everyone.
Bro, he didn't take a bullet.
The reaction that
The guy behind him died, bro.
the president is going to do that. They're going to either remain, where they are.
Bruh.
You are a brave man. You stood up and went like this, and that was a pretty badass picture, by the way.
The guy behind him died.
I will say though that the audience.
He legit
was very
said in
brave
yesterday's
also.
stream he isn't reading a
fans,
script.
The people, and it's much more than MAGA.
Sure.
Although I think MAGA is almost everybody, because it's what we talk.
Almost
about.
everybody's
But
MAGA.
all of those people were tens of thousands of people as far as the eye could see, and then the people in the back. And those are the people you see because the cameras are focused on that. We have the bleacher in the back with, I don't know, 100 to 150 people or something. But those people never moved. And if you go to crowd, we had
I want him to smell Trump's seed after Trump gets up so bad.
said, whenever a bullet is fired, they know a bullet and they know a sound. And we had a lot of bullets fired. So when you think of it, plus the Secret Service,
I want him
whenever a bullet's fired,
to
everybody empties out immediately.
smell
They
Trump's seed so
immediately
bad.
Empty out. The whole stadium, and they call it a stampede, like in cattle.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get killed with stampedes. They get literally
Stumped
walked
over,
They
yeah.
get many people die in soccer stadiums. But when a bullet goes off, everyone leaves, almost every time.
Yeah.
Nobody left. And you had the man behind me. He's looking like this. He's looking. There was no fear. It was amazing. They knew that I was in trouble. They saw that. They saw the blood because the blood. I guess you get hit in the ear. I can tell you, A lot of blood when you.
Your takes are horrid.
Learn.
Oh, I
all
missed
these
it.
things, unfortunately. But they saw there was a big problem. Normally, when they hear that, they're all, they disperse. Nobody left. I mean, you take a look at that. Now, that was a microcosm of what was out in front of me because the speech was being made to thousands of people.
Right.
And nobody there was leaving either. It was really amazing. They knew there was a problem. And when I got up, they were confused because Secret Service was lifting me.
Remember when Donald Trump said at the RNC that he'll only tell the story once because it's too emotional to tell?
So they had stretchers.
And then proceeded to tell the story every single day since then, and sometimes twice a day, depending on how many media opportunities he has. That was really funny when he, like, why lie about that, bro?
And so I did that.
I love that.
And the audience,
that's such a that is one of my favorite type of lies, where it's just like such a blatantly obvious one. You didn't even need to lie about it like that, but it's awesome anyway.
But I learned a lot about the love in this country. Think of it: a bullet goes off, everyone leaves, and his bullet's going off. They just
Again, a true hero.
They were heroes. The way they didn't move, you have to watch that group behind me.
Yeah, bro, that's weird. That's weird. That's not a normal thing. They're just, hogs are so unresponsive to gunfire. Like, they have no self-preservation skills. That's why they're voting for Donald Trump.
Yeah. And they didn't want to move. And many of them were standing up and they were looking.
Yeah,
one man
dude, that's not
particular
good.
was
That's not like a
walking
normal
back
thing. They do not have like basic animal functions of self-preservation,
It's
survival
a fascinating
instinct.
thing to see. And when you hear crowd control people say, we can't even imagine that happening, that shows they love me, maybe, but for the country.
I love this. I'm so glad. I'm so glad this is happening. 100%.
So I got you a gift. Well, a couple gifts.
Oh, good. That's good.
I'll show you,
That's
another
good.
gift. I'll show you, the second gift a little bit later. Okay. But I did get you a gift, and I got you this gift because, look, you are, I feel like you constantly get beat on, but you're so strong, and you just, like I said, you live for the people, and you're a hero. I want to present to you this gift right here. I hope you like watches, Rolexes.
Oh, that's a beautiful watch.
Yeah.
Should I open it?
You should open it and then show the camera.
That's a
There ain't
great
no
watch.
fucking way. Wait, no, you can't do that. That's illegal.
You like Rolex?
That's
They like
illegal.
Jack Nicklaus
That's
and Gary Player and
illegal.
Arnold
You can't
Palmer,
do that,
all
dumbass.
The golf guys and all the other
That's
guys.
illegal. Flag
Dude,
on the
this-
play. That literally is not legal.
nice man.
You cannot
They do.
give
Really, really
gifts to a president who's running for president
that's so
that is over. No,
Should I show that to the audience?
Yeah, they can see it.
that? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I didn't know this. Now I know it.
There ain't no way.
Now I
this
know
is-
it's worth it.
Bro, you can't do that.
Boys said, "Oh, that's such a big show. I don't know what you're doing, but you really are respected. Amazing."
I appreciate it.
I go into other shows. Nobody makes a big deal about it.
I do want to say also,
Thank you very much.
shout out to Nelk boys. I know you love Nelk.
Oh, they're great.
They're the greatest.
Well, that was through Dana. Dana's very much into this world. Dana's a young guy, sort of,
Yeah.
He's a young guy, sort
Yeah.
of. But Dana is into this world like he could be an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
He knows more about you and the Nelk brothers and the Nelk boys, and he asked me to do their show. And I will tell you, I got a tremendous response. You do some of these big shows, you do like 60 minutes, and you do Nelk or you, and I can already see so many people go, I hear you're doing the show with Adin.
Oh, wow.
I said, I've had a lot of calls. So it's like a new wave.
Yeah.
It's a new thing. Who would think it? And sometimes television is not the big deal. I sort of feel that television will always be television.
Yeah.
But numbers aren't like they used to be.
No, I would say, live streaming and YouTube is kind of like the new age television for, younger people. So I did have some clips I wanted to react to.
Okay.
So this is the fun
What?
stuff I wanted to get into.
No.
Let's get into the reactions right here. This is so cool. I'm actually reacting with you.
Ain't no
All right.
fucking
I put you on
way.
Truth. that
Really?
we're doing- yeah.
Thank you, man.
Truth is my voice,
Yeah.
and it's doing great.
Yeah.
Everybody should go on Truth.
Yeah.
But I will say that I put you on that we're doing the show together, and the response was very cool.
I love
Very
it. I love it. Okay, so shout out to Nelk, but they kind of gave me this idea. I have two segments I want to do with you.
Okay.
The first one is use one word that comes to mind to describe that person. Okay? It's a fun game.
Fun.
Let's start. All right, who is the first picture? And we got the Nelk boys. One word.
Oh, great.
I love that. Okay,
Really
great.
good.
Okay.
So you're
Ain't
friends
no
with
way
them.
they're doing
yeah.
react.
Are they competitors?
Ain't no fucking
Not
way.
even, honestly. You know, every time that.
Okay, by the way, for those of you who are wondering why that's illegal, that's a FEC campaign contribution violation. An individual cannot give a person actively running for office more than the max cap. An individual donation in the United States of America, if you are directly donating to a campaign or directly donating to a person running, is I believe at this point $3,300, and you can't do more than that.
One word
That is,
would be outstanding.
it is-
My
it
sons
would be
told
illegal.
me about you, and you know, they told me about how big Dad, you know, Barron.
Yeah.
I am not going to be in this.
Daddy,
He's not
really
going to be
big.
reacting to me.
But
Shut
what
the
about
fuck up, Chad.
So
That
he's
would be
also a friend of
insane.
mine, right?
Yeah.
But big stuff, Aiden. So I just have to say, outstanding to do what you've done at a young age, and I know how old you are. You're young. You're seriously young. My suit is older than you are.
How old your suit?
I don't know. Who the hell-
Thank you, Mr. President. All right, let's see who we got next. And we got you.
Bro, this is so. This is literally. This is childish.
Hey,
This
Jen.
is actively. Bro made a glazing PowerPoint. They're
Interesting.
doing.
He really is. He's an amazing guy. He's a very interesting guy.
Who we got next? Mr. White.
Oh, well, he's a fighter. I'll tell you, that guy, he fights. You wouldn't want to have him against you. A little bit true with all of these people that you're showing. There's a good one. Elon, a genius, truly a genius. You know, I see the rockets come down with the engines, and they're coming down. And the engines are landing without any, they have no wings, no nothing. That was a couple of years ago. I said,
Right.
what is that? And I said, what was that all about? He says, well, we want to be able to save the engines, not that they go into the ocean and all. But he really is. He's a genius. He's also a good, very good person, Elon.
Let's see what we got next here. We got Kanye.
So he's very complicated. Let's say complicated. Because he's a really nice guy, but he can get himself into trouble, and he can get some other people. But you know, he's got a good heart.
Talking about himself.
Yes,
He got
does. But he's
Trump in
complicated.
trouble with the Nick
Kanye.
Fuentes shit. Uh-oh.
Fake, but in all fairness, look, but she knows it. She's got a thing going.
What?
It's a good thing.
Uh-oh. I
she's a
didn't
good
realize
thing
there
for
was
her.
we were
But
reacting
there's
to
a certain
enemies as
something
well.
She's got a spark. That's pretty amazing, actually. She's got a good spark.
Uh-oh.
So I'll change it.
Ain't
I'll
no
say
way. Ain't no
spark.
way. Ain't no way.
She
Ain't no
does
way.
have. She gets on. You know, when she was running against a gentleman from Queens.
Uh-oh.
And I asked his people, I said, are you careful? This guy was going to be Speaker of the House. It was going to be him, not Nancy Pelosi. And Joe, he is a good politician, a real pro, been around for a long time, many years in Congress. And I watched her on television one time. I saw a clip of her speaking, ranting, raving, going crazy. And I said, who's she running against? She's running against Joe. I said, oh, does he know what's going on? Oh, he's got no problem, sir. He's got no problem. I said, is he doing any debates? No, he doesn't have to bother with the debates. He's been there for years. I said, tell him I said that he should be careful. Because I saw her. And I said, she's Evita. I called her Evita. Maybe that's the best. Evita Peron, right? I said, she's Evita. She's in the streets screaming, shouting, going crazy, hugging people, hugging. Everybody's being hugged. I said, he better be careful. And she took him out. So, you know, I give her credit. But she's got a lot of sizzle. Well, there's a
Goat.
powerful man.
Oh,
Powerful man.
he
I know him
said
very
it.
well.
Bro,
I
Trump
know him probably better
loves.
than anybody.
He loves Xi Jinping.
I got to know him extremely well. We had a great
He
relationship
said
until
powerful,
COVID.
bro.
COVID was a step too far.
Yo.
But we did very well with
Yeah, I'm putting the
China.
hat back on. I'm putting the hat back
President
on.
Xi.
I'm putting the hat back on with
did,
no hint of irony.
Very, very well with China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars.
MAGA
president took in
communism.
10 cents. I
Do a
took in-
prediction poll on you
I
being part of the
exposed
React.
China.
No,
Look,
I'm not
I
going to
want
be a
China
part of the
to be
React. No way. No
They
shot.
can't take advantage like
Please
that.
no.
For years and years, we'd lose $500 billion a year in trade, all of it. And But then COVID came in, and it really, I changed, but I will have a very good relationship with him. There's no going to war with him.
I'm not going to be. I'm not. He doesn't know. Trump doesn't know who the fuck I am.
And we had a very good
so it doesn't matter.
Actually. He was right in this room. He came to this country, and he stayed here for a number of days.
Come on, bro. I'm not famous enough. Thank God.
Meetings, a very famous meeting in the dining room, actually.
Adin is obsessed with you. He's going to put you on there.
He's very strong and very powerful and very interesting. But he really does love his country. I can tell you that. Yeah. Gavin Newscomb. You spelled it? No, you spelled his last name.
He literally ruined California. Beautiful state. California is beautiful. He ruined it.
And when you watch him, he's always saying, "Oh, we're doing so great."
Right,
we're not doing great. I mean, I have holdings in California, and I own a golf course right on the ocean, right on the Pacific Ocean in Palos Verdes. So beautiful. It's a club. It's
what is going
big,
on, man?
You know, many acres, hundreds.
What the hell is going on, man?
It's fantastic, but California is so precious. One of the most beautiful places in the world in terms of weather, in terms of everything, and they're just destroying it with crime. The crime is out of control.
If you were to tell me that this would happen, if you were to tell me that this were to happen, like
it's
3 years ago, even 2 years ago, I'd be like, you're out of your mind. Like, I would be like, you're hallucinating things. Okay?
No reason.
I'd be like, you're hallucinating. Like, oh yeah, this guy, Adin Ross, that you hung out with, that you like tried to save from the right-wing pipeline, will inevitably become like a dick rider of Andrew Tate, a massive celebrity all of a sudden for the worst people online, and then inevitably move on to a crypto gambling casino website where he will be interviewing Donald Trump side by side. I'd be like, you're insane.
You've seen a lot already for your age. Per age, I would say. Per year spent, you've seen as much as anybody. But Justin Trudeau is, I get along with him very well, actually. But
you're so mad. Why would I be mad? This is awesome.
People of Canada are not liking it. I mean, if they had
I don't think you guys understand. This is content for me.
Maybe
like, why the f would I be mad? If anything, I should be thanking Adin Ross for securing this.
A strong conservative would win in Canada. Canada is very unhappy about the way they've been treated.
Y'all are so dumb.
But I got along with him well. Now this man,
okay, he's looking like a Zoomer here. Kim Jong, he doesn't look like this no more.
Man, we had the red button. He said, "I have a red button on my desk," and I said, "No, I have a red button too, and mine's bigger than yours, and mine worked." And it was a really bad month and a half. You know, he was very, very tough on President Obama, very tough on everybody. You know, it's the hermit nation, and it really is. I mean,
it's the hermit nation.
Do you know Elton John? No. I said, did you ever hear the song Rocket Man? And I actually played him the song Rocket Man. He said, no.
He played him?
Rocket Man. He, said,
he played him, Elton John? Oh, God, that's amazing.
So we had a very nasty.
This is you.
We were actually worried about it because it could.
This is you, Rocket Man.
President Obama told me that this was the single biggest threat to the United States was Kim Jong-un of North Korea. And one day I got a call from people that wanted to see me about him, and he wanted to meet. He did not want to meet with Obama, did not want to meet with anybody. Got tremendous nuclear capability. He does. And we've checked that closely, and he does. I got to know him very well. He's very smart. He's very strong. He's the absolute leader. You know, a lot of people say, oh, maybe he's not the leader. He's the absolute. When he's around, his people are standing up at attention. I've never seen. We were at a luncheon. They had 20 people on his side and 20 people on looking at each other.
Right.
In Singapore, we had a meeting in Singapore. It was the biggest press conference I've ever had. There were thousands of paparazzi. I've never seen anything like it.
Even Trump has enough correct political instinct to run on. There won't be a war with China. I mean, he always does that. He always like acts like he is a peaceful dove,
very well. He's
and that the Democrats are pro-war, and the Democrats keep leaning into being like war, being the pro-war, pro-patriotic party.
That I'm not there.
It's a failure.
Nothing would have happened with him. We would have gotten along with him fine. I was trying to get him to do.
He lies. You know, of course, he's lying when he says he's anti-war. But
talk about location. I'm a real estate guy. He's right.
Democrats don't even run on that anymore. It's very annoying.
China, one side, and South Korea on the other. I said, you have a great piece of real estate. You could make so much. You could have gorgeous things. I said to him, think about gorgeous condos going up on your shore. He's got a lot of ocean. He's got ocean frontage on both sides, right? But I got along with him great. We would have had no problem with him. Now he's getting very angry with us, and he's getting very angry with, I understand he doesn't like her. He doesn't know her, but he forms opinions, and he doesn't like her. And he thought that Biden was a stupid man, a very stupid man. He would say that, but I say
Aiden will drag this out as long as he can. Yeah, I would too. Are you kidding me? He's
really
farming.
hurt our country.
I'm happy that he's dragging it out. I want every moment of this. I'm sad I missed some of it.
There was going to be no.
I'm sad I missed some moments, but I'm not. But you will miss 3 minutes right now if you don't subscribe at the top of the hour. That's right. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 3 minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $6 or for free with a
considered, I guess, an enemy. I think
Twitch Prime. I will rewatch the parts that we missed. Don't worry.
I always say if you have a smart president, you don't have a problem with the outside.
You don't want to miss a
But
beat.
you still will have a problem with the inside because these people are sick. They're
Twitch
sick.
Primes are free, folks.
And the people,
Connect your
people from the inside.
Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account.
I mean,
you can also
willing
get
to
gifted a
take down
sub.
our
Here's the
country.
3 minute ad break
It's
now.
incredible. When I look at guys like Adam Shifty Schiff, he's such a bad guy, such a liar with the Russia hoax. It was a total hoax. It went on for 2.5 years, and total exoneration, nothing to do with Russia. The opposite. I was the worst thing that ever happened to Russia because I stopped the pipeline, the Russian pipeline.
Thank
Called
you,
Nord Stream
umpteenth
2.
time for
Nobody
the
ever
10
heard
gifted
Nord Stream
subs.
2. But
And Stephanie Lee for the 10 gifted subs. And Mr.
actually
Unfortunate for
putting
the
our
5
country in
gifted.
danger, because you put your country in danger with another country. They made up a hoax. It was made up by Hillary and Adam Shifty Schiff and some of these people about Russia. And they did it actually as an excuse for her to lose the election.
Wow.
So they said, why did you lose? She was expected to win. She didn't win at all. Won all those states that people thought she was going to win. She didn't campaign hard enough. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. All I know is we'd have stadiums with 50, 70,000 people. She'd go and she'd have 150 people. And I used to say, why am I going to lose Michigan if I have 75,000 people and she has 100? Why am I going to lose? And I turned out to be right. We won states that hadn't been won by Republicans for decades. And it was an amazing thing. But getting along with these people is really...
Come on. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Come on, bro.
If you're smart,
I'm falling
our country is
asleep.
safe. If you're stupid,
L Trump.
problem.
Come on,
We
keep
have
it active.
stupid
Keep it
people there
dynamic.
now.
Move
And
on
those
to the
people
next
are
slide,
very
Aiden.
dangerous Right now, I'm hearing there's going to be an attack tonight by Iran of Israel. They're going to be attacked tonight. I'm telling you.
This is another gift that he's giving to Trump. I don't know how he's able to do this, by the way. That's an FCC violation as well.
Right. But I hear that Israel's going to be attacked tonight. If I were president, nobody would even be talking about that word because it wouldn't happen 100%.
Israel wouldn't exist.
But when you have Pelosi,
if I was president,
you have Schiff, and you have all these people, I mean, when you have people like Schumer, you have all these people. These people are a danger to our country. And they get a guy like Biden in. He's just a vessel. He has no idea where the hell he is. He's their perfect vessel because he'll do anything that they want him to do.
Right.
So we really have dangerous people. They go after their political opponent, like me. I mean, me being especially. I mean, they've used law enforcement to go after me. They've come at me with everything. We just won the big case in Florida. You saw that. Mm-hmm. That was the big case. That was the biggest of the cases. And we won that conclusively. We had a brilliant.
This went from Aiden farming Trump to Trump farming Aiden. What a yapper. Are you kidding me? Trump is the goat at yapping. He's grade A yapper status.
Totally corrupt. Where, like in New York, where the whole legal system is actually bringing down the state and bringing down the city because of corruption so bad. But we have to solve the problem from within. The problem on the outside, if you have somebody smart, is you can handle it easily, actually. But the problem from within, we have people that truly hate our country. We have to solve that problem.
I wanna get this right with what I'm about to say because you had said something about crooked people, and I want to say, I want to get this right. That's why I'm pulling out my phone. The same DA, Fannie Willis.
Right, Fannie Willis.
She treated you very unfairly.
She goes by the name of Fani, even though it's F-A-N-I. She wants to pronounce Fani. She's little French.
He's like, I don't want to f this name up because I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Wade.
Would you say she's very unfair?
Chat. The reason
not
why
with
Trump
me.
is doing this is because
There are many
he has clip farming demons in his orbit. Okay, this will get a lot of play on TikTok. This will get a lot of motion. People will make fun of him, but it will be a shit ton of natural marketing
Georgia's
for
phenomenal.
his
Georgia's
campaign.
great.
Okay,
I love the people in
that's
Georgia.
it.
I
Do
think
I
that's
think that this is a
Alabama,
smart play?
South
No, I think
Carolina,
that this
North
was it
Carolina.
reeks of desperation.
Georgia is, and she's destroying.
I mean, I'm
it,
happy
and the
he's
governor
doing
should
it.
do something about
Don't
it,
get me
because,
wrong, and
look,
I'm
these are
happy that it
innocent people.
happened.
These are patriots. They complain
But
about an
overall,
unfair
like
election,
from a
and they wanna put
political
them in jail for the
campaigning
rest of their
point of
life.
view,
Right.
Hillary Clinton, Abrams
I
in
think
Georgia
it's
constantly complains.
probably
that she
not
won the election.
the
She said she
smartest
won it
thing for
twice,
him to do.
and she constantly complains about it. Nothing happens to
Right.
her. We have 2 tiers of justice in our country, and you know they used that on me, and my numbers went up. And I
remember.
think I'm the first one that can say that. The numbers don't go up when that happens,
No.
but they have with me because
Yeah.
I have.
I
a
think you're
platform, a
overreacting.
platform
This
like
will die
being
down
with
max
you.
in a week.
I
Yeah.
can talk
No,
fairness.
I'm just
Terrible.
saying
You
he's
complain
doing
about
it.
An election, they want to put you in jail.
He's doing it because this will
It's
get him a
not
lot of
even
natural,
thinkable. But they've weaponized
natural marketing.
government.
30K
This
while
is
leashing
Biden.
a 500 scream
The
is
people that
bad,
surround him,
Lamau.
the people that
Brother,
surround
I
him
would
and the
I would have
beautiful
40K
desk,
if this
resolute
wasn't
desk that
happening.
you
Now
got
I'm gonna have
in the Oval
50K.
Office.
So thank you to Adin for the
people that
10K
surround
boost.
The Resolute desk, what they are,
You know,
is a real danger to our country. I will
Like,
tell you
that's
that.
awesome.
I'm not even sure Biden has any idea what's going on.
Right.
He's perfect
take
for them
it.
because they are running the country.
I don't know
And
why
Biden doesn't have a clue. He just
people
wants to
claim
go home
I'm a
and go
view
to
count
sleep.
frog, but
He
like,
should have
and I
never-
am,
he
but
should have
y'all are
never
way
been
worse.
president.
Holy shit.
I was just gonna switch this. So I know Fannie Willis has treated you very unfair. I have a friend who's currently being treated unfair by her. He's a rapper named Young Thug.
Yeah.
And I was just
I heard that, actually.
Yeah, I just was wondering if there's a way that we can make sure he gets treated fair. That's all.
So I've heard about him, and I heard he's being treated very unfairly by
unfair.
her.
Yeah.
And I would tell her she's got to treat these patriots that are being all terrible. They're going after him. And I hear Young Thug is being treated. I heard the name.
Yeah.
I heard it from other people.
Oh
where
my
they say
God. If he
being
says he's
treated
gonna
very
free Young
unfairly.
Thug,
unfair.
So he's got to be treated fairly.
he's
Please.
gonna if he says he frees Young Thug,
Thank you, Tom.
Georgia is a lock. Okay.
So let's see who we got next on the couple. We got a couple more people left.
Okay.
Got some hopefully some good ones. Well,
So he was very
Salesman.
good with me because when
Car
they were doing the
salesman.
Russia hoax, they said I did something with him on a phone call, and basically I congratulated him on his winning the presidency,
right.
and said some other things which turned out to be perfect, better than perfect. If he sees any corruption, please report it to the Attorney General of the United States, which we have an agreement with the country. We have actually a signed contract with them, a very important one, that because Ukraine has always been known as very corrupt. I don't know if you know that. It has been a very corrupt
I do
country. think
I
the
do
people are
like
great, but it's been very
one
corrupt.
word
And I
association.
said,
It's
if you
so
find any
simple.
corruption in the country,
It's so
report it
branded. It's so
immediately to the
perfect.
Attorney General. That was I
It's
did say
like
that.
it's like
And it
perfect
was
for
a
the
very good
audience
thing
that
to
he's
say.
trying to
Turned out I was
capture.
100%
One
right
word
in saying it.
associations on a
So they
PowerPoint
made up
of
the
like
phone call.
famous political figures.
Fortunately, the phone was
That's
essentially
hilarious.
taped. The call was essentially taped. I didn't know this, but a lot of times when you're talking foreign leaders, they have tapes or they have stenographers. And we had 2 professional, really great military stenographers. So every word. So when they said I did these things, I said, no, I didn't. And then I said, was that taped or did they have the stenographers? The answer was yes. And they got all the way down the line to impeach me. They wanted to impeach me over this phone call, a single phone call. And I knew that I had them because I had the tape or the stenographers, everything, perfect. Every word was said. And then they did the impeachment.
Trump is
And just
Hasanabi
before
pretty
that, 'cause
hard.
I remember Nancy
He's
Pelosi
worse
was
than me,
crazy.
bro.
We
I'm
can't
pause, little
impeach
bro.
him. Look at what the phone call was. She saw the phone call.
Yeah.
And then they decided, well, let's do it anyway.
Yeah.
Can you believe how bad these people are?
Horrible.
Let's do it anyway, because they had the phone call.
Yeah.
That's where Tim Scott, a great guy from senator from South Carolina, he said, I've just read the phone call. That phone call he was the first one to speak
It's
up.
a Twitter.
Tim Scott of South Carolina. Then Republican senators spoke up, and they were great. I mean, there was great. Of course, the only one was Mitt Romney. Real stiff, and he couldn't get elected dog catcher right now. But and he actually voted. He actually only took a half a vote away, but everybody else voted for me, 100% unanimous with the Republicans, and it was fine. What they did was they made up a call, And then when they found out that I had it essentially on tape, they looked really bad, and they had a decision to make. Do they pull it? And she said, no, we shouldn't be doing this, but let's go ahead with it anyway. I did nothing.
Oh my God! I just saw a tweet. XQC playing tech
when
support.
When they called him and they asked him,
that's amazing.
Did President Trump say anything that was inappropriate or wrong? He said, absolutely not. It was a very nice phone call. There was nothing unusual about it at all. And he could have grandstanded. He could have said, well, you know. And he didn't say that. So I respect him. I think that I will be able to make a deal with him and Vladimir Putin very quickly.
That's great.
Even though it would have been a lot easier before this war started, and you wouldn't have 500,000 people, or maybe much more than that. I think you're going to find that.
Where'd your emotes go? What are you talking about?
What they're saying. That's a really
I don't know Megaphonics. Why are you chirping at me right now in the middle of all this?
But I think I will be able to get him and Putin together, and we'll get it ended. It would have never started if I were president. We had
time
no
and place, bro. What the?
You know, I knew Putin very well, know him very well, and it was the apple of his eye. Ukraine was the apple of his eye. He did love it. He did want it, but he knew he couldn't do it. He wouldn't. He would not. He knew he could not do it. He would have never done it if I was president. And now when you look at all of the death and all of the destruction, even of their culture, because those cities are wiped to the ground. You know, most of the cities outside of Kiev, most of those cities are wiped down to the ground. It's so sad. And when those buildings come down, there are plenty of people in there. You know, people think those buildings don't have people. They have a lot of people in those buildings that don't want to leave. And those buildings.
All right, next
come
slide,
down,
bro. Come on.
Buildings,
pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. It's boring.
And the people are crushed. Instantly, they're crushed.
Horrible.
Missiles hit them. So I'll get it. But it could have been so. I mean, if the election weren't rigged, we wouldn't have had Ukraine and Russia. We wouldn't have had the attack on Israel. And Israel would right now not be fighting. There would be no problem. And we wouldn't have had that horrible embarrassment of Afghanistan, where we gave them $85 billion worth of equipment, and we lost 13 soldiers, many injured, many bad. You know, nobody talks about the ones that don't have arms and legs.
I'm not going to lie. It's still,
but
I want to hear more.
And inflation wouldn't
I
have
want to
happened,
hear more
because
from
inflation
Adin.
Was all started by their stupid energy policy.
I think he kind of brings the content in this situation, because like Trump is just doing regular Trump shit, which is boring. We've heard it a million times over. But I want to hear more from Adin about being like the President Zell Disney. Yeah, he's on God. He's not a W guy. You know, he's a L guy. That kind of shit. Like I want to hear. I want to hear his like. I want to hear what registers with him.
I saw you when you went to go speak in Nashville. You talked about crypto. You said that crypto can help with that. You know, you mentioned that it's somewhat like gold. Do you think that, you know, when you get back in office, you would still fully support crypto? And you know,
by the way, right on the money. I told you this.
Ever since you spoke about it, they're selling crypto. They're selling it.
They're gonna come after him.
Office with crypto?
It's something they shouldn't be doing, because they should be trying to build it. So if we don't do it, China's doing it. Other places are doing it, and they're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And it's a very modern.
They're trying to boost crypto. I wonder why. Perhaps the crypto gambling online casino that operates the website Stake. The crypto gambling casino that operates the website Kick has some interest in maintaining crypto as a valid thing,
or other people.
At the very least, like boosting confidence in cryptocurrency. Perhaps that could be a reason.
And it is a form of currency. And again, China's already doing it. But if we don't do it, they're going to do it. AI is something that's really at the top of the list.
Yeah.
And there are pros and cons to everything. But China is trying to do everything.
Yeah.
And we've got to beat them to the punch.
I would love to see you and Elon, you know, get together and talk about AI together. I think it's really, really important, because, you know, Elon with what he's doing, and then obviously you guys can really come together, maybe try to find some solutions for AI, because it is getting out of hand. You see a bunch of fake stuff. It's really getting crazy.
It's, you know, one thing about AI that's interesting is, and who would believe this, to really be at the top of it and to dominate, because China's very much into the artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Even the name is sort of a weird name, because artificial intelligence sounds like, it's not really a very good name when you think about it. It's
No,
artificial. It says like fake intelligence, right? But regardless, so you need massive amounts of electricity to be able to compete. Did you know that? Electricity.
Yeah.
And if you don't build twice the amount of electricity that the country currently has, now think of that number. You need more electricity than the country has for everything, times 2. Now think. So nobody's going to be able to get that done but me. I'm the only one because you're going to have to build power plants at every plant. You're going to have a power plant for every plant. It's all electricity based. It's amazing. You need massive amounts of electricity. In the meantime, they built 8 chargers.
The Clash
in
of
the
Worlds
Middle
is
West
insane. Yeah,
for
getting
cars, because we shouldn't have
Phytix
obviously
News to do a
all electric.
react to the Adin Ross Trump stream.
And they don't go far. They cost a lot.
All of our worlds are colliding right now.
Under Biden,
This
he wants
was
everybody to
built
drive
in a
electric.
lab
No
for
more
me,
gas-propelled
okay?
cars, no more hybrids, no more
This
anything.
entire
Think of
thing
how
was
crazy.
built in a
And you
laboratory
can
for
drive a
me
car
and
from
my
here to
community
Los
alone.
Angeles
I love
on
this shit.
A tank of gas. Same thing with trucks. They want trucks to go electric. They'd have to make 6 stops to get to Los Angeles. With diesel,
Oh,
they don't
God.
have to make any stops, and they have left over. And the truck gets lighter.
No one
as you
gives a
go.
shit about
You know,
our
one of the
community, little
problems
bro.
with
Wait, what do you
that
mean?
is the weight.
That's
The
not.
weight
That
of the
doesn't
batteries
change
is
the
so
reality
heavy,
that
it's
this
2.5
is
times
perfectly
heavier than a truck without,
content designed for
with
me,
diesel.
regardless.
And you would have to rebuild all of your bridges all throughout the country.
This
And
is
I
a
asked
canon
the trucking
event,
industry
yes.
supports me because of this. I mean, they probably like me, but they support me because of this, because they're not going to have an industry. I said, when you explain that you're going to have to rebuild all of your bridges in the country, when you explain that to the government officials that come and harass you, don't they say, oh, I see, well, then it doesn't work. Just that one thing, it doesn't work. When you explain to them that you have to stop 6 times for 4 hours a stop.
That dude was an Admin Ross
and you talk
fan.
about a
Yeah,
supply chain
probably.
problem. But I said, when you explain that to people, just tell me, do they say, oh, then we can't really do it? Because, you know, it makes sense. We
I
can't
want to
do it.
hear more
I'm
from
sorry.
Aiden. I want to.
You could have a child
like
go into
this
a
would be
meeting,
so much more fun
and
if
within
Aiden was
one-
like pop quizzed afterwards. You know what I mean? To like see what he retained.
Maybe sometime, but I think it's essentially never going to work. In my opinion, it'll never work because you're always going to have a weight problem. You're always going to have. It's never going to be the same kind of a thing where you can drive for 2 days without stopping. It's just not going to happen that way. And I said, what do they say when you go in and explain this? They don't care. They say, we don't care. We want you to go electric. And one gentleman, the biggest guy in the business, he said to me, all my life I've been buying trucks. For 50 years I've been buying trucks. And every year they got better, bigger, stronger.
That's literally
more
false.
beautiful. Every year. for
American
50
trucks are ass. It's just simply a byproduct of cafe, like overcoming cafe standards. That's why they have like Japanese
50
trucks
years,
are
more than
better
that.
build
The truck
quality,
50 years ago would have been
literally better
than
towing
making
capacity.
SUVs right now.
American trucks,
And I say, when you
no
explain that,
disrespect,
do they
they're
do it? And
ass
they sit
cheeks,
there, they
okay,
look
in
and they say, "We
comparison
don't
to
care.
trucks from
That's our
Japan.
mandate. You have to go all electric.
It's bullshit.
These people are going to destroy our country.
And
We
it's
can't
the
let them do it.
size of
Horrible,
which
horrible.
that makes
Mr.
them
President,
so
I know you're
horrible.
very busy. It's already 2:15. How much time would you say we have? Because I do want to give you this last gift.
Well, let's go do the last gift.
Let's go do it. Let's go do it.
So far, I like the gift you gave me.
Yeah, well, you're gonna like this other one too. Hold on 1 second here. Whoops, I actually closed that out. Let me go full screen real quick. You go full screen on the OBS, and then you should have the live view. Or the
Are there tariffs on Japanese? Yeah, there's a. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is incredible.
I'll bet she does. She's probably tougher than I am. Have a good time, everybody. See you tonight.
By the way, we have so much going on in the world. Like, we're going to talk about the race riots the Nazis are having in England today. We're going to talk about Bangladesh. Are you kidding me? This is Adin Ross's entire career. Adin Ross built his career dick riding every rapper he could. Then he did that to Andrew Tate, and now he's doing that to Trump.
Okay, Aiden,
he has hopped on from one dig to the next. That is how he's been able to literally keep his career alive. So for me, like this isn't any different than what he's done. But honestly, it's perfect. It's awesome. Whoa, what is happening with the stream though? When I saw the title of his live stream, I thought I was losing my mind. What the fuck is this collab? Yeah, he is like a professional Olympic level dick rider, which, you know, respect to him.
It says timeout started.
Okay.
Let me just try this one more time.
Is it hooked up to the Wi-Fi?
I think a lot of you guys forget that Donald Trump literally went on Alex Jones's show when he was running for president in 2016, which is significantly worse than like collaborating with Adin Ross. But the difference is, of course, Donald Trump is no longer in 2016. He has been the president.
Oh, we're good. All right. Now this is cool.
That's very good.
I've never even seen you in a car before.
Wow. Not too many. that's look at the playlist, huh?
This is your playlist.
It's a good, yeah.
Your team picked out.
Yeah.
You want to pick a song? Let's test out this sound system.
Let's try it. And you know, some of the artists I like better than others, but I like the other song better. So it's always tough.
Who's like your top 3 artists?
Well, we love Frank Sinatra, right?
Of course.
And you know, there's a couple that I really like, but I don't like the people, so I don't want to really mention their name. But look at this list as an example. So it's such a great list. Aren't the Beatles always good?
Come on, they're the best.
Rolling Stones are always good.
Choose one. Let's
choose
what you like to choose. You swipe like this.
Oh yeah. That's fantastic, huh? How about, and we like the Beach Boys. We always like the Beach Boys.
We do like the Beach Boys.
Who doesn't like the
Adin
Beach
has
Boys?
no idea what any of these people are. I'm sorry. There's no way he knows what that is.
Thinking that it's going to come back under proper management. How about California Dreaming?
Let's do it.
Good.
Here we go. Let's test this thing out. All right, Elon. Let's see how good this system is.
Bro, this is what they play.
Good looking system.
It is, right?
They play this all of a sudden.
All right, now Spotify is glitching.
Bro, I don't even know if we can listen to this because like I don't want to get him copy struck. I don't want to get DMCA'd on this part of the VOD. But like honestly, this is like a fever dream. I could not have imagined this being a dream of mine. Like if I saw this in a dream, I'd be like, that's too far-fetched, bro. No way. Donald Trump, this is Make-A-Wish shit, dude. Are they gonna make out? They look like, please let Adin drive the Cybertruck with Trump in it. Please. That would be, oh my God. That would be so good.
This is by far the best live stream I've ever done. I want to say thank you.
Well,
and I do want to say I do want to do a little victory dance with you. I want to step out the car, blast the music, and dance because I just had the best stream ever. You were right. You called it right before. What did you called me in the?
All right, this is going to get a lot of coverage from the media overall, but like in real-time analytics, this didn't touch the Kevin Hart Kai Cenat stream. Okay, let's be real. Like it's just not.
But I said YouTube or whoever it was took them there.
Right.
And I said that would happen.
Like no shot.
So let me ask you, if that happens, are you going to fold? They said nope, and they never.
You don't
did.
have juice like that, little bro.
But they had 7
And neither does Trump, really.
That's
Or
crazy.
any
I
eBay
just
stream,
seen
but
somebody
still.
said with all the pages, all the people live rewatching.
Still, regardless,
we went over a million live, which is amazing.
Phenomenal. Thank you so
I
much.
hope you're going to break your record by a lot, and I think you will, for whatever reason. I mean, I won't get into that, but for whatever reason, people seem to like watching. I will say it's an honor to be with you, too.
Thank you.
You're a young guy that's got an amazing... Maybe someday you'll run for president.
I don't know about that. I'll leave it to Barron maybe one day.
Barron.
But I would love to help Barron.
What is it at currently? 563,000.
Let's hit this dance.
How about this song by Elvis?
Elvis? Don't a great song.
Oh, great, right?
Your chat's moving faster than his with 10x. With his having 10x, that doesn't mean anything. They might have like chat slowed down or some shit.
Don't leave him.
You know what I mean?
Trying to save the country, but it's not going to happen. They're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to come close. That's great. Great to be with you.
It's great. I just want to
What's a good one?
The YMCA, man. That's
YMCA.
I feel like Donald Trump likes Adin more than he likes his own son now. I mean, there's not a lot of, he doesn't really like his own sons except for Barron. He likes Barron. Oh my God. 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 They're going to do the double dick suck. That's a TikTok. Easy.
Oh.
The double dick suck's coming. Live the dream as well.
We can end that.
Vicariously. Is it over? Is the stream over? Is this how it ends? I'm in tears. I'm in tears. Like it's over. It's done. That's the end of the stream. Wow. What a time to be alive. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Couple things. Okay. The reason why I want to know how this got put together. I suspect Dana White had something to do with it. Obviously, they brought him up. I want to know if Barron is like an Adin Ross stan potentially. If Barron was like a fan, if Barron was Adin Ross, I'd lose my mind. That would be amazing. Yes, he said it. He did. Trump said he is. Oh my God. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Trump said Barron watches Adin. Ain't no way, dude. So, State Guys paid a shit ton to get Trump to come just to get Adin to talk about crypto. I cannot, how is this a real world that we live in? How is this? That means Barron knows who you are? No. No. I'm sure that's not the case. He's probably not following that closely. He said to Adin, my son Barron has said great things about you. There is so much to unpack. Hasan, do you really think this will move the needle at all? No, of course not. What the No, dude, no one interview that Donald Trump conducts is going to move the needle in a positive direction for him. Donald Trump is already maxed out on his name recognition. If anything, there's a lot of new voters, there's a lot of young voters. I suspect that he'll get a lot of I suspect that he'll probably get a lot of real organic advertising out of this through social media, but he's also going to get a shitload of negative. He's probably going to get a shitload of negative ads launched against him as well. He got shot and it didn't move the needle. Yeah, exactly. So I think that overall, I don't think this moves the needle that significantly. I suspect that liberals will probably shit on Adin. Like I said this before, they'll shit on Adin a lot. Liberal media will shit on Adin a lot just to shit on Donald Trump. They'll be like, this is who he's associating with. You know what I mean? It's like Republicans do this as well. Bradley Martin talking shit right now to who? I can't believe this is a real photo. I cannot believe this is a real photo. This is awesome. This is amazing. Adin didn't talk at all. I don't know how they would. I don't know. I don't know if this moves the needle in a positive direction ultimately for Donald Trump. I don't know what could technically move the needle in a positive direction. It feels like he's just farming every avenue he potentially could farm. You know what I mean? He's just looking for any outlet. Overall, what are your honest thoughts on the stream? Cinema. Kino. Cinema. Okay. That's my immediate reaction is this. I feel like in a laboratory, if they just got together and conducted a perfect stream for me to react to, I would say this is it. You got two dudes that I know personally, okay, both of which do not like me anymore at all, getting together and dick riding the former president, the former Republican president, one of the most polarizing figures, a person that I think is very telegenic, a person that you're a clown. You're a clown. This is amazing. Haha, loser, you can get banned now for politics, loser. You a big nose white bitch. Lemafea, haha, JK, love you. Bro, it's 4th of July and you're spending your time on UK elections. Yeah, it's bringing back a lot of my favorite types of chatters in here too. Okay, but can you see the full video? Adin was trying to show Trump. He shows the URL before he closed the Chrome. No, I mean, unless you guys have it. I love people saying I'm a clown when the former president, the American politics is a clown show. Me being a clown in this circumstance would mean that I'm, with it. Okay. I'm with it. I'm at the same level. We got the former president going to kick.com to Adin Ross's stream, dude. This is the one word to describe. 208 views. You found it. So after Zelensky, it was Benjamin Netanyahu, Vladimir Putin, Gary Gensler, J.D. Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy, Robert F. Kennedy, Kamala Harris, and then Joe Biden. Damn, I wish they blew past those. That would have been sick. I wanted to see it. Bro, you're a sellout. What is going on, bro? You all right? All the weirdos are in here today. Jason What is this? Jason Palladino says the only logical response from the Harris campaign is for her to go on Hasan stream and receive illegal gifts. Yes, I will give Kamala Harris illegal gifts if she comes on the stream. Don't worry. All the weirdos popped out today. Yeah, I mean, this is I don't even know what I'm selling out to. But overall, we are at, this is the clown show, okay? We are in the clown car, okay? Having the former president who's actively campaigning to be president again going on Adin Ross's stream is clown show, okay? Straight up. I personally think it's clown show shit. Do I think that this will activate a base of young voters? I don't think so. Do I think that this will activate a base of young voters for like to go out and vote for Donald Trump? I don't think so either. But a lot of people will think that for sure, because a lot of people who are extremely online, people on Twitch, people on Kick, people in this space, people on Twitter, we have a tendency to greatly exaggerate the impact that this kind of stuff has because we have horse blinders on, right? So in our minds, like, we look at a situation like this and we don't have the proper tools of analyzing it. I think that this will probably get him a lot of like humanizing moments. There were a lot of moments in here where Trump looked like a real human, and that's not like a bad thing necessarily. This will make him look decent for a lot of people on TikTok. People will be like, oh, he's like your older uncle, right? Like because there wasn't so much like immigrants, like 12 million Guatemalans are raping your daughter or whatever that he normally talks about. He didn't say all that shit. It was mostly just like him listening to music, stuff like that, right? So I will say that my initial reaction to it is that I don't think that this will end up like showing any sort of significant boost in the polls regardless. Even if it did, it wouldn't show it in the polls. Even if there was genuine momentum from like a youth base of support, especially after like all the TikTok marketing that comes in, I still don't think it would show up in the polls regardless, because like those are people you will never be able to poll. Oh, he did talk about immigrants. I missed it. I only saw like the last hour, I guess. I don't know how long it went, but why should you focus on Trump when other shit matters? Just what the trend fits. Hey guys, let's forget about what's really going on and focus on Trump. You're doing exactly what mainstream media did when Trump was president. Yo, hey, dumb. Hey, you dumb. Let me explain something to you. Okay. Dumb. I covered an active genocide going on for the past 10 months, and I haven't stopped covering that. Just because you tuned in today to be like, ooh, now I'm interested in politics, doesn't change that reality. Okay. You weren't in here. I didn't see you shooting. I didn't see you shooting in the gym. Okay. You weren't around. It's like maybe you feel stupid about your renewed interest in politics, but don't try to take that out on me. I'm a political commentator. I talk about politics every goddamn day. Whether it's Donald Trump talking to Adin Ross or whether it's some shit that you don't give a fuck about. And I haven't stopped covering that for the past 10 years too. So suck my dick, okay? Having said that, let's get back to the main point of contention here, because a lot of people are probably going to assume, especially in these circles, that like, oh, this is going to get like a lot of momentum for Donald Trump. I don't think so. Mad because you got called out? Crash out, bro. Congrats, bro. Of course it gets hostile. Yeah, because you're being an idiot. Like, if you're being an idiot in the chat, I'm going to bring that energy back to you. Why are you called me a sellout. This just proved my point. Congrats. The point, what is the point? Is the point that you're stupid? Because that's the only point that you proved. All right, take a week off. The fuck? Oh, you're crashing out. Anyway, weirdo chatters. I think there was a lot of audio issues or whatever. Anyway, having said that, where was I? As far as like genuine momentum for Donald Trump, I don't think so. Do I think that this is a really good media opportunity for Trump? No, I think that this is like a little bit desperate, but then again, it's significantly better. It's significantly better for him to do this than to go on like what's Buck Sexton's radio show that gets like 600 views on YouTube, right? And he's doing all that too. So he is all around. He is doing a full scale assault in every avenue he can get on, right? For many people, they have no idea who the fuck Buck Sexton is. Even people who follow politics closely don't know who the fuck Buck Sexton is. That is a real political commentator, former CIA agent, who is a right-wing guy. He has a radio show that nobody gives a shit about that Donald Trump went on. People saying you're coping and acting weird as if they didn't open Twitch to join your stream to be weird. Yeah, I know. Also, what do you mean? This is like my Christmas. You know, this is my Super Bowl. This is amazing. So overall, I think that Trump's, are you like Canadian or something? XQ, the most incomprehensible Quebecois sentence known to man, Trump's. Folks, we are going to make it legal to kill him. That's funny. So like this gives him juice, but not as much juice as you think it does. That's it. You made a lot of kids mad with this. I hope that he deports you to Turkey at the top of replies. Adin Ross committing a possible FEC violation by offering a presidential candidate a Rolex watch worth well over $3,300 max cap for individual donations. Right before they react together to a PowerPoint slide of Friends of Trump is peak clown show. I mean, bro's hating so hard. It's a gift. Nelka's done it before, gifted him numerous things. What are you talking about? Hard levels of cope here. Anyway, we also have a lot more to talk about as well. But as far as like the Adin Ross stuff, I will watch. Who is Adin Ross? Justin Horowitz explains, the popular streamer interviewing Trump who has connections to neo-Nazis. I told you that this would happen. I told you that this would happen from the start. I told you that Adin Ross doesn't understand that like people are going to come after him in an effort to attack Donald Trump. And remember, Adin reacted to that clip where I was like, listen, I'm very excited about this prospect of Adin interviewing Donald Trump because I think it's tremendous content. It's great for me. I love it. I listen to Donald Trump all the time, right? This is a much more unique, dynamic, more interesting environment for him to be in on a kick stream. Having said that, however, I know how the fucking media works, which is why I was saying from the jump that like when he actually does this thing, that mainstream media will come after him. They will use his connections to all these weird people and the shit that he's done to attack Donald Trump. That's just how the media works. That's what I was talking about. And that will probably be played into the weirdo narrative. Like Trump is weird. Why did he go on the stream of a person who like smelled the seat of Andrew Tate? You know what I mean? This is a funny meme from bomb lefts in the community. So, but it doesn't matter what mainstream media says is Trump. What do you mean it doesn't matter? People who watch kick streams are not going out to vote. Okay? People who watch MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, and ABC, CBS, NBC, those are the people who fucking go out and vote. What are you talking about? So overall, that's what they will see from this. Like the people that actually do go out and vote are the people who are going to watch the secondary coverage of this. Haaretz, Trump, former President Donald Trump told internet online personality Adin Ross that there's going to be an attack tonight by Iran on Israel. I'm hearing there's going to be an attack tonight by Iran on Israel. It's on Haaretz. Oh my God, it's amazing. What? It's a cope, mass hysterical cope, but you're saying all this because you're paid millions by sheep in your chat, so GG's brother can't blame you. A thing that I'll never understand is why people say that I'm like, I have like some secret reason for saying the things I'm saying, when I've said a lot of things that have garnered a shit ton of anger and ire in my direction. If anything, I'm honest to a fault. And what I think is really funny about this is that like, you're talking about a guy who is completely captured by a crypto gambling casino that literally pays his bills and helps him sustain his lifestyle. I don't have any of that shit. So I don't know why it's like Adin Ross fans coming in here to be like, dude, you're captured by your audience. It's like, no, I yell at my audience on a regular basis, as a matter of fact. I clicked expecting you to be melting down, not smiling, but I guess that's what clips do to people's character. Yeah, this is amazing. We all watched it and half of your viewers came from there and they can vote. I think you are coping. Washington Post and Wall Street Journal reporting, citing officials that there will be an attack on Israel tonight or tomorrow. Yeah. Like if I wanted to, guys, if I wanted to grift, never forget, there's a lot of people in here that normally don't watch. And I think they probably thought I'd be like super mad or something because this happened. And to them, I have to say, you probably got duped. You probably got duped by clips you saw online. You probably don't know what I truly believe. And, you know, stick around. Maybe your mind will change. That's number one. Number two, in terms of like, in terms of me being a grifter or whatever, I would just become a right-wing grifter. If I wanted to grift, why wouldn't I just do right-wing shit? If you're coming in here and you've been baited from clips, then you probably have some right-wing tendencies. You probably think it's, the correct way to think. Think about how much more you'd love me if I was, oh my God, he's malding. What? I don't think you guys understand what malding is. I'm not malding at all. What is happening? What? Okay. Anyway.